Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow. We'll take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination thrive. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair.
The Sci-Fi Center sadly presents Jaws 3 not in 3D, and it doesn't matter because when the movie was released, the 3D sucked anyway. We're doing this on behalf of Chappie, who super chatted a few weeks ago and changed his mind about wanting movie 42, thank God, to a movie that's basically the shark version of movie 42. So there you go. No, Clint, it is not in 3D. Like I said, the 3D sucked anyway. Hello, Ozzy. Link is in the Patreon stream. What's up, Chuck? The internet is all buzz for Superman trailer, post and score. I'm indifferent about it. Like I said, I told you guys months and months ago when it came to Superman. I like some of the things that they're doing as far as the DCU goes, as far as getting it going, but I've always prefaced this with the fact that I am not the fan in the arena anymore. They don't have that kind of devotion for me. When it comes to expectations, hopes, and dreams, and all that, I have zero expectations for Superman. I have zero expectations of the DCU. I've tried not to get caught up in all the stuff. I haven't posted about it. I haven't said anything about it. I don't have that much care for it at this moment. And that's not me rooting against it. But once again, the last time I got excited for a Superman movie in the DC universe going forward, I remember why I wasn't excited anymore. So we'll talk about it, when it's time to, when the trailer hits. The musical choice I thought was pretty cool. I'm not one of these, people who, think that the theme belongs to a particular person or actor. I think that is total colossal bullshit.
I am for the record.
Once again, that's bad business. You know what? Fans can say shit like that because fans don't have any stake in the game. If you're trying to make money, you can't say stupid shit like that because you have to appeal.
So how well did the last Superman movie that used the Williams theme do?
That movie was a bad movie too. So you also have to realize the theme's not everything. But if it's a bad movie, it could have fucking Mozart on it, and it still wouldn't mean anything. But as far as like, and somebody and a lot of people brought up James Bond, and that's a perfect reason. That theme's been in James Bond for fucking 60 years now. How many James Bonds we've had of different tones and mediums? So it's just called doing good. Like I said, I don't expect fans to understand that. Because fans don't think business, they think emotions, they think heartstrings, they think possessions. It's like little kids in the sandbox, and I take your little shovel. I mean, what are we? Are we grown men or women, or are we people who enjoy Superman in general? So, like I said, the theme I thought was good business, and they did good business. Like I said a few days ago, I wouldn't be surprised to hear a variation of that theme again. And it wasn't. And then guess what? The smart people did it. This was very smart. That was very smart. That's good business. Like I said, I'm not asking fans to understand that. Fans have the luxury of just saying whatever the fuck they want, and it doesn't have to stick anywhere.
Superman the Animated Series, Henry Cavill,
Who cares?
Tyler Hoechlin.
Who cares?
All of them did great without. All of them did fine. No
so what?
If
So what? That means nothing, and that means absolutely nothing, as it pertains to his decision making. When you're they all made their movies. Their decisions that they made with their presentations were fine for them. Those guys made their movie. They got their paychecks. They did their thing. Now we're on to something else. I don't know if Clint means to back. How you doing, Clint? All right, hey, this dreck of a movie is on Netflix.
Yeah, I was about to ask where's it streaming from.
It's on Netflix. I'm not.
In fact, where's Chappie? Because he's the whole reason we're watching this.
Dude, if you don't show up, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Chappie, you guys, were these bad movies you want us to watch, man?
Hold on, let me.
He's in the chat. Actually, asked for the link.
The link is in the.
Here you go. Here he goes. And there's Chappie's legs.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's leaving Netflix soon. Jeez, I wonder why.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Netflix will miss it.
Oh, good. We caught it in time.
It's okay. I already got my Blu-ray ready.
Yeah, they sold 2 of them. Yeah, I guess. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys get lined up.
Explain this. I know that this is a terrible movie, but you know what? Out of all the Jaws sequels, this has always been my favorite.
All the Jaws sequels are horrible.
Yes, they are.
They're all bad. So,
I agree.
All 2 of them.
But this is the best one. This is what I describe as the perfect B-level trashy horror flick.
Look what you did, Chappie. You took William and I. We were having a debate that I was winning about the Superman theme, and you united us about Jaws.
It's not even a debate. See, you're holding another filmmaker accountable to some shit that you prefer to. Then that's fine. But if, like I said, if those filmmakers and showrunners, they made a decision on how they wanted to present Superman. There's no wrong one.
I mean, William is right though. They probably will do the John Williams theme, whether people
they
like
just
it
did.
or not.
They just played it today. They released the theme. And be honest with you, like I said, to me, as somebody's been a Superman fan since I was a little kid, and I've watched all manner of Superman, and I'm fine with it. I would have been surprised if they didn't do it. It would have been bad business. They're not appealing to the 2% fanboys that are on the internet. They're appealing to the general public in generations of the general public. You quite possibly could have literally 3 generations of Superman fans that are still mathematically alive that could go to this movie and that theme could appeal to, and that's an United theme. I don't mind. Now, there's other things about that look and feel of that little thing that they showed. Every time I see that costume, I hate it.
Yeah, the costumes. Yeah, it's not.
It's okay.
A lot to be desired.
No.
I'm spoiled on chainmail.
Also, are you okay with it being like a modern Donna movie or no?
I think it will fail if it is.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that's not. I'm hoping. I'm going to
Because
give him the
remember
benefit
they
of the doubt.
did that with Superman Returns.
That movie failed. Like I said, the
But
theme
here's
song.
the thing.
Hold on. Let me get it out because you're going to make me forget what I was going to say, and then I'll be like Brad. The tone of the movie, the theme song is one thing. The theme song is going to get you in. Everything else, the movie still has to be good. The problem with Donner's movies is they weren't bad movies. They were just dated. As you got
Donner's
further,
movie probably is a better way to put it. The
further away you
I
got
think Superman
from
2
those
holds
movies,
up well.
not really. The further you get away from those movies and the world and the country changes, the less those movies seem cartoonish. Even if they were great, as a 6-year-old me loves Superman 2 more than anything, but I'm not 6 years old anymore.
My favorite of the Reeve movies.
Yeah, and that's we're not in 1980 anymore, and it's just a plain fact. So you have to present a Superman that appeals to what we're going through right now. Now, as far as the costume goes, where I was going with that is, I just don't like the costume.
Yeah,
I don't like anything about it so far. Now, the only thing that the costume does for me is that it's recognizably instantly as Superman, so it does its job. The costume's not going to kill the movie for me. So, but I don't like the S. I don't like the texture. I don't like a Superman suit that with a musculature is not being mimicked by the suit.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like the collar. I don't like the collar. And I absolutely, because it looks like that Injustice 52 bullshit. And I don't like the trunks. The trunks there was a reason why we had the trunks back in, the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And there's a reason why they went away from them, and they just don't work for me.
Probably to clarify, also, I probably like you do like the S, just not in the Kingdom Come.
Yeah, that's in a
non-Kingdom Come story.
And I don't care if somebody, well, maybe he's headed towards Kingdom Come. Heading towards Kingdom Come is not Kingdom Come. The appeal for Kingdom Come is that you're there already. You're already there. You're not building up. There's no build. All those stories that came out with like Kingdom Come and all that other shit, those were paled in comparison to the actual Kingdom Come. That's what made Kingdom Come so special, is you were instantly in that reality in that time frame, and that look of that S with that blackness to it. That Yeah. But like I said, that's a preference. I'm not going to go if the movie's great. And I roll in there. The costume's not going to mean anything to me. I mean, I
think it's fine, but that's me.
If the movie sucks, I don't think the costume's going to make any difference.
I don't know if I quite go that far with the costume, because, like I said, the costume on its own wouldn't kill it. But when you talk about a Superman movie, really a superhero movie in general, it's like the costume. It's not enough to like kill it or save it for me, but it definitely can take it down a peg or two for me.
You would take that and some other stuff. Like the movie would have to be bad for me, and then the costume is on top of it. But if the movie's decent, like I said, I have zero expectations for this movie on every level. Financially, I think I've given you guys what I think that, if they reach 450 to 500 million, there should be promotions and celebrations involved if the right-minded people are thinking about it. But as far as
a Superman movie have never made $1 billion, so I don't think it matters.
I'm not big on that. I don't feel like being involved with the discourse this week. I really am staying away today. I haven't been on a lot today because I'm going to have two groups of people that just really want to make me just vomit. I have the people who are Snyder fans that, I understand where you're coming from. I don't need to hear it anymore. And then I have the shitheads from the Move On group who I never needed to hear from. So I got those people talking. So I'm just staying away from a lot of it. When we cover it, that's why we didn't do anything.
It's going to break the internet. This is what's going to make
the internet is not everything, though. So the problem is things have broken the internet that are stupid.
And I gave my 2 cents on the discourse on it today. If everybody saw my whole thread on that. How's it going, Aaron?
Hey. All I'm seeing, I'm seeing the standard shitheads. Ooh, why can't you guys enjoy this? How come you guys? I give a fuck about. I never gave a fuck about your opinion about this. And then the people who don't think I should have any fun if I do enjoy anything that James Gunn puts out. I don't need to hear from either one of them. To be honest with you, so I'm going to be staying away from that. Is everybody ready for this thing that we're about to watch?
Yeah, one thing we can count down.
One thing we can all agree on, however Superman, James Gunn Superman turns out to be, there's a 99.999% chance it is going to be better than the movie we're about to watch.
That's 100%.
You want to count down?
Yeah, let's let me get on here. I'm on. Hold on. I don't know why this version has commercials for me, because I thought I think it defaulted, because I guess not only do I have an ad, I have someone in that ad who I never need to see ever, and that's Will Ferrell.
Oh my god!
Is he at Elf?
No, he's doing the stupid PayPal thing. He's
buying lemonade. Because I got off of I had the briefly this year. I had the ad tier plan, and I got off of that a little bit ago. So I don't have ads on Netflix.
See, now I have ads going through this. Once again I paid for an ad. I don't like ads, and because when I'm doing a watch along, it hurts. It hurts the flow. I have to keep doing timestamps. But now,
okay, so I'll let you do the countdown then, William.
All right. So, by the way, if I lose track of where we are, I don't. We are going to count down from 3. Apologies to everybody. 3, 2, 1, play.
Off we go. Here.
This movie is probably going to be great enhanced. Woohoo!
Well, because they didn't enhance it when they first released it with the 3D. That was
now, William, you saw this.
He saw this in the theater.
Let me back it up real quick. Let me back it up real quick though, because going back to the Superman talk just briefly, because I make some friendly jabs here and on the channel. It's like I want it to be clear. It's like I'm not like actually like try to like speak down to William or anybody when I talk about like things like the Superman theme. All that.
It's a preference. It's a preference. And
I think it might come across that way when I.
You'll have somebody that'll clip us, because we do have their stock watchers. Yeah. But yeah, it's a preference. I think it's good for business because once again, my dad knows that theme, and if I had a kid of age that was maybe 12, 14 years old, you have a theme that unites a brotherhood of Superman fans. And I love the fact that this Superman in general belongs to every generation. And to me, that theme says that. Now, should that be his soul theme? No, we should probably have a little bit different. But at the same time, once again, James Bond is the perfect analogy. You couldn't find a better analogy.
What generation does Jaws 3 belong to?
Unfortunately, Generation X. But
I know I've started the movie.
William, how much was the budget for this?
Stupid Superman content.
It's probably one of the few times we're talking about something else.
Oh, here's a 3D shot.
Well, they're all supposed to be
of like the fish head floating in slow motion.
And see right here, just like the Jaws 3D logo, we're like, all right, this is all right.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this movie in probably at least 15 years.
And the shitty thing about this, okay, when you watch Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D, which was a lesser budget, when they're printing out the cast names, did you realize how it moves towards you? They just do this shit out there. So here you go. We gave you the logo. Be happy.
How much was the budget for this?
The budget was 18 million, and it made 88. So it did.
Wait, what did you say?
The budget was 18 and made 88. So it
was considered a hit, which was like, okay. Like I said, I'm a child of the '80s, so when we were watching 3D and going to 3D movies, they put the effort into making. Okay, this is 3D.
God, I can't believe you actually saw this 3D in 83
movies.
Leah Thompson's in it.
Yeah. So it's Bess Armstrong, who was supposed to be a hottie back then.
Yeah, Leah Thompson. This was her first movie that she ever did, so that's kind of cool.
It was Leah Thompson's first movie?
Yeah. This was her debut.
Oh, really? Well, God, she only went uphill from here. Well, she did have the dip briefly.
Howard the
Duck.
I mean, but she's never. Listen, she's Back to the Future. She's always going to be. It's always going to be her biggest hit. And like I said, some of these shots are meaningless. I don't care about these people. I don't care. We thought that the shark was going to attack now. We thought that the shark was going to attack.
Well, they always open all of them, other than this one. They open up with a shark attack.
Yeah, I'm like, all these people are about to get gobbled up. Cool. And there we go with the shark,
well,
but it doesn't really. Yeah, but it doesn't.
There's no 3Ds.
Yeah.
I mean, it had a good premise. The idea of releasing a shark.
Chappy. It's a shark eating people. That's the premise, dude. That's the premise.
Yeah, but a shark eating people in SeaWorld, that's a pretty good idea.
What's the timestamp? Well, my
timestamp, not that it matters, but 351.
Okay, a shark in SeaWorld is a dead shark. Everything in SeaWorld can kill the shark. So why?
Well, plus, is it saltwater?
I don't know. We didn't break down.
Is it 3? 3 minutes?
Yeah, it's Jaws. Yeah. Hold on.
3 minutes.
I'm at 4:27.
Yeah, if a shark got into SeaWorld, the orcas would kill it pretty quickly.
The orcas, the dolphins, everything in SeaWorld.
Well, the lack of salt water presumably too.
Well, shit, he's in 4. He's
well, SeaWorld does have salt water.
Oh God, 4 is so stupid. 4, he follows the family all the way from New York to Jamaica.
Yeah, I'm gonna sniff you out for my revenge.
And like William says, the shark. There's one fatal flaw in his revenge plot, which is
the shark follows the Brody family.
No, what? How is the shark's revenge plot? How do you thwart that?
I don't know.
Stay on land. Stay on dry land. Unless it's Sharknado, which is another catastrophe, you're pretty much safe from a shark attack on dry land.
Yeah, but stay on a large boat.
Sharknado's fun. I wish they knew that they were making a dumb movie.
We'll see, but here's the thing: the Sci-Fi Channel used to not be about that, and that's the death of the Sci-Fi Channel right there. Yeah, see the orcas. There you see the two things in the picture there that will keep a great white anything away from you.
Even this, like you can see like the kind of like the picture is fuzzy enough where it's like, yeah, you can see where this is where you wear the 3D glasses. But those are like 3D glasses back in the 80s, where it's like you had the,
you can actually, if you have 3D glasses, David, you can watch this in 3D. If you can watch this right now.
Why would you want to?
But like I said, it's not like it's gonna make a major difference. You're probably gonna be more disappointed once you see it in 3D because you're gonna be like,
the movie was so bad here. Around. So. No, really. I want to take it back real quick, also, because it's like I feel like when I'm saying things like we're having the Superman theme debate and I'm winning. It's like, listen, guys, I'm not trying to like dig on William or anything here. It's like I hope William doesn't think that either.
You should do the article. I can tell you that.
Like I said, I understand. Here's the thing about Superman. This is the one thing we really got it, and I think all fans what the hell is that? That they got to loosen their grip on their particular Superman, because otherwise you will never be able to let another Superman in. It's becoming a territorial, tribal thing when it comes to Superman. I've lived through 4, 5, 6 different Supermans, and they're all Superman. Right? They're all Superman, and I think when you just have to get away from it. The theme is just like I said, even if you're not necessarily on board, the right business move was made. And now, this franchise needs right business moves.
Well, and the thing about it is too, it's like I caught a couple quarts of Hans Zimmer in there too.
I definitely caught
it. Could be both.
No, it is. If you look at it and it starts out with Hans Zimmer, you can clearly hear Hans Zimmer, and then it tails in
because it doesn't like definitively like commit to either one. It's not like you could see like the DNA of both, in the theme.
Which I understand what he's going for, because I think I don't know if it'll work. I don't know. I think there's too many boneheads in our fandom for us to be united sometimes. I get his effort though. I can applaud.
And it would be interesting too. And this will be. I'll conclude the Superman talk when we to get back to this bad movie.
Talk about Josh.
But
we're getting distracted here, people.
Some of the film junkie was talking about is that he's
the shark tried to break into the SeaWorld.
He's sensing that Gunn's trying to like create like a middle ground between Donner and Snyder with this, and that could be interesting. It's like, especially if like with the stuff I speculated previously on.
The shark wants to eat seals, apparently.
That might be something I end up writing about in terms of like where this like how this like plays in like the larger pantheon of like the DC multiverse. Like if this is like meant to be like a universe that's like half Donner, half Snyder.
I'm not, like I said, I hope he makes enough adjustments to anything Donner. As much as I loved it as a 6-year-old, it's a different world and it's cartoonish and it could hurt his credibility. But I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think the guy who gives you G.I. Robot is giving you Donner is more than he would be giving you modern stuff.
I mean, he does voice Superman, the Donner Superman, so it could be.
So how long till the shark eats somebody?
Forever.
Just in a little bit, Quinn. Just wait. Be patient.
I mean, thank God this movie's only 98 minutes, but even that's like 99 minutes too long.
And I don't want to talk about it for 98 minutes.
So, William, what did your dad think of this?
This is garbage. Especially on a 3D level. On a 3D level, it's not. It's false advertisement. It's bad 3D. The story is bad. SeaWorld was big back then. By the way, when you were a kid in the 80s, SeaWorld was big. It was SeaWorld, Marina. All these water parks are huge, huge, huge. So they used that, and a lot of people went to go see it for that. But I'm like, I mean, the year before I'd seen a movie, and we need to watch this movie. It's called Parasite. And it's in 3D. I've heard of that. And that 3D scared the shit out of me, because that thing is jumping out of your chest, falling from ceilings in 3D. Just ripping people's larynx out and spitting them towards you in 3D. I'm like, okay, this was in 1982. And then, like I said, that same year, you had Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D. I mean, which was a classic one. And you would have things going on like, Elvira. Elvira would host 3D things where you could go for free. You go to 7-Eleven and pick up your 3D glasses, and, she would have one of her movies on. House of Wax is one of them. Vincent Price has a few of them. So that in the 80s, the 3D was you had high expectations, and then there came this shit.
Do you think that the reason why the 3D wasn't good in this because they didn't know how to utilize it?
Are you talking about the technology or like the 3D, like the big, like the money shot moments?
Okay, here's the thing though.
Those red and blue 3D movies, I could never watch. I would either see all red or I'd either see all blue. I'd never see them together.
Oh, dude, I love them. But here's the thing though. You don't need to know how to use the technology beyond the fact that common sense. If the shark is coming towards you, you have to do one of two things.
It's coming this fast towards you.
You keep the shark coming, or you cut away so that the shark's just not frozen. We're all sitting there looking at each other
while the water's cascading through.
Oh, there's Dennis Quaid.
God, I can't wait till we get to that part. We're just gonna rip that.
Yeah, hold on. You gotta wait. Save it for the best part.
He's nutty. He's nuttier than a fruitcake.
And he's supposed to be, by the way, Mike Brody.
Mike Brody.
And, I never understood why we had to do that. Like, it always had to be a family affair type of thing with these. Including with the shark.
Because the shark is is pursuing this one family over the course of 4 movies.
How come? And plus, Roy Scheider didn't want to come back because after Josh,
you want to come back for the second one?
They couldn't pay him enough.
Yeah, good move, by the way.
Well, and go back. A part of the reason too is because
he had a contract negotiation with Universal. That's why he did Josh.
Well, also because making the first one was a total nightmare.
Yeah,
it's one of the most troubled productions in history. Is the original Jaws?
Because it was a troubled nightmare, made it a success.
I get that. I totally get that, but it was not. It
wasn't something anybody wanted to come back to. And
it wasn't like people that was not one where people even enjoying the fruits of their labor. They did not enjoy how the sausage was made on that.
All right, Academy Award winning. He won it the year before for Officer and Gentleman and Nally.
Oh, Dennis Quaid did?
No, you lost to Junior.
Because he just passed away a couple months ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Simon McCorkindale, the great Manimal. You want to talk about a short-lived series that didn't even last a commercial break? And his death scene in this, sorry, spoiler alert. I will be spoiling this movie because I don't care. His death scene is absolutely fucking lame.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And that, as a matter of fact, let's get this out of the way. All of the death scenes in this movie are absolutely lame.
No, there's a couple of good ones, man. Don't say that. There's a couple of good kills.
Well, that's why the death scenes in the original Jaws was so amazing. You never saw the shark.
You saw a bunch of blood.
Yeah.
people getting snatched under and shit.
Well, no, the best one. The one that really was the scariest one was Quinn's death in the original when the shark jumps up on and chomps on him and that one because that was not the most as far as like a shark kill in the original. That's really the only one where they really just went very just all out with it.
They broke the bullshit meter in there, but it was still cool because that shark, no way. In fact, like I said, obviously it's a fake hydraulic shark, but you had to suspend all belief to see what that shark wasn't going to give a fuck about those people. But that meal was too hard. All right, the meal that the shark was chasing in that boat, sharks are going to be like, you know what? There are fish out here in the water with me,
shooting barrels at me, and
these things are shooting back. They're blowing stuff up. There's easier food. Let me go get a sea lion. Hell, a surfer is easier than this.
That shark scared my mom at Universal Studios when I was a kid.
I remember that. Remember when you were riding the tram and it kills forward, and then the shark comes out there?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Hold on, guys. We're getting to another kill right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. If we miss it, we're just gonna.
This is where I needed a commercial break to save me. Okay, this is lame. This is lame. This is lame. This is
arm floating there like that.
Okay.
God, that looks horrible.
What is it?
The shark's trying to get in there. See, here's the thing. We already know that Jaws movies are bullshit to begin with, but guess what? If that shark is close enough to that cage, guess what he can smell? The damn killer whales, and he's not staying. Sharks can smell from miles away. Trust me, he can smell multiple organs A great white has no chance against one orca. There are multiple orcas, multiple killer whales in that zoo.
Shamu is on his own.
There are whole fleets of great white that they're like, they track them, right, and they're like, why the hell are these sharks moving so far away and not
yeah, but William, this shark is a giant. It's a big shark. That's why.
Did you see this movie, dude? It's getting fucked up by the dolphins. Almost killed Jaws in this movie, dude.
The shark is the version of Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. So come inside the water, please.
And sharks, they're animals. They're not thinking like, I can take it. This is my day. I'm gonna take on the orca today. I've been building up for this moment. No, they're gonna smell that orca and they're gonna be, we're gone. We're out of here.
Sorry, just the most ridiculous.
Orcas would destroy sharks.
Absolutely dismantle. And they're going to take that liver. You know what they do? It's a horrible death. They rip out their liver because that's where the most protein is. And they just leave the shark dying. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, but still, the most, I mean, of all the bullshit in the series, just the
There's
biggest,
a lot.
Again, from Jaws of Revenge, it's like the family flies the bomb. Shark swims 2,000 miles to track him down.
That was stupid.
And also, sharks are fish. Fish aren't very bright.
Yeah, and they don't hold those type of grudges. This whole scene was like, I'm sitting here as how old was I when this?
Yeah,
I was 9. I was 9, wondering, okay, what is this? Is this Days of Our Life? Where's the shark? Where's the shark?
Well, you got like a flash of a shark and some blood, and the guy's poorly rendered arm floating in the water there.
Is Weird Thompson supposed to be drunk right here?
Supposed to be what?
He's supposed to
be
drunk?
Thompson?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he drunk?
I didn't care. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid, he went on to a much more successful career.
All these people did. All these people did. Oh, this is. Can we?
Leah Thompson does a lot of directing on that now, and she even has directed several episodes of Star Trek.
Yep, she has. Even Strange New Worlds.
And she has a daughter, Zoe Deutsch, so that's another good thing that came out of this.
Wow, the dorsal fin they showed in the movies is nowhere near the dorsal fin of the thumbnail.
Yeah, one of the many disappointments about this movie.
You know, the director of this was the original production designer of Jaws 1 and 2. So he directed this, and this was the only film that he made.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, despite this movie being a big success, he never went on to go directing ever again.
Oh, darn, I have an ad.
Well, he actually, I mean, to his credit, he was the production designer on the original movies. So
that's what I said.
So, again, I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like what happened with going from Mortal Kombat to Annihilation. Paul Anderson didn't return, so they said, okay, we'll just get who was the cinematographer. We'll just make that guy the director now. So,
I mean, that guy still made movies after that, so that's another guy. So he did Annabelle.
All right. While I'm going through this commercial, 3D. There was a revival in popularity of 3D at this time, not with this movie. With many films using the technique. Jaws' second sequel integrated the technology into its title, like Amityville 3D, a better movie. Friday the 13th, a far superior movie, part 3. Could also make a dual use of the number 3 because 3 part 3. There you go. The gimmick was also advertised on the tagline, "The Third Dimension of Terror." As it was Joe Oliver's first film as director, he thought that 3D would give him an edge. It did not. Cinema audience could wear disposable polarized glasses during the film, creating the illusion, and it was an illusion.
Is this from Wikipedia?
Mm-hmm.
Look how bad this audio is.
With fragmented parts of it apparently bursting through the screen, ending it with its jaws. There were many difficulties in making the blue screen, but yeah, you guys failed. Let's see. Hold on. Kind of 3D. This kind of 3D does not work on television without special electronic hardware for the viewer's end. And so, there's the excuse. The soundtrack was basically Jaws. Critical reception. While Jaws 2 had received mixed differentiated reviews and was regarded as the best of
This
Jaws
is a
sequels.
better movie than Jaws 2.
The reception for Jaws 3 was generally negative. Oh, surprise! Variety, back in the day when they were credible, calls it tepid and suggests that Albies fails to linger long enough on the Great White. That's just true. It has wow. I mean, fuck Rotten Tomatoes, but 11%. You know how bad you got to suck to get 11%?
To get down that low, yeah.
All right, with an average of
It's Rotten Tomatoes,
3.5. A cheese-soaked ocean thriller with no evident reason to exist. I hadn't read this, but that's perfect. Jaws 3 bellows forth with a plaintive yet ultimately unheeded cry to put this franchise out of viewers' misery. Wow, dude.
By the way, I will add also that Jaws: The Revenge that actually retcons this, so it's like it's
yeah,
like
no, that's
it,
what's
it,
so
it,
weird.
yeah, it acts like it's Jaws 3 and it ignores this movie.
This is a sequel that downright abominable didn't kill the franchise, but it actually would be followed by a movie that was arguably worse, Jaws: The Revenge.
Who wrote the Larry? Oh yeah, Larry reviews. Yeah, they're expensive.
Oh my god. Leonard Maltin calls the film a road company Irwin Allen disaster film. Wow, shit.
What do you say this film?
Yeah, his premise is similar to the 1955 sequel to The Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is not good. Hey, listen, some good news for Jaws 3 in 3D. Was nominated for the 1983 Golden Raspberry Awards. That's a pro hit, including Worst Picture, Worst Director, Worst Supporting Act. Wow, Luke Gossett, a year after winning, this is a Halle Berry company, a year after winning an Academy Award for one of the best performances of all time, Luke Gossett got an award for Worst Supporting Actor. Screenplay, Newcomer, Shrieking Dolphins.
This is the 4th Razzies.
Oh, wow, dude, they even gave a Razzie to the Dolphins. The Dolphins were the best thing about the movie. Wow, this movie was a disaster.
I don't know, man.
No, you have to know this. You have to deep in your core of your soul.
Come on, man.
You know this is a disaster. Dude.
I don't want to say a disaster. I mean, it's not good,
Well, it made
but
money.
come on, that's a bit.
It made money, but like I said, there's a lot of.
Well, a lot of bad movies make money.
Oh my goodness! Why? Okay, now I'm stuck in the ad, which is probably for the good.
I'll read a little bit more from critical reception. Roger Ebert heavily criticized the film on it. The movie is particularly a scene where the shark follows some water skiing performers, which he found unrealistic. While his colleague Gene Siskel criticizes 3D, finding the scene where the shark breaks the aquarium glass away. Yes,
that's the worst one. That's the all-timer right there.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
William, are you still
that's
on
going to be like,
commercials?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm still on, but
that's going to be like,
God,
guys,
dude,
let me
you're
like break
missing
out
all
the
of
champagne for that because we're going to have fun with that.
All right, I got the why? Well, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the
you
time
can watch
set?
this on Amazon.
I'm at $22.49.
Is it on Amazon?
Yeah.
Is it on I'm not paying for it.
Better be on Prime because
Yeah, it's on, if you have Amazon Prime, you should get it on there.
Hold on, let's go there then. Not that I'm not paying for this fucking movie.
No, I don't think it's on Prime. I think you would have to rent it. You would have to,
oh hell no! No.
Maybe $4, but it's $5.
That is $4.
Hey, you don't have to watch commercials.
Yeah, but I'm not paying.
Yeah, but also, but
I paid for this movie when it came out. Or at least my dad did. I can't dishonor his memory, or not his memory. He's still alive. What am I talking about? I can't dishonor my old man's money well spent. Where are we at? Please tell me. Save me.
We are at where the hell am I? I'm at 23:44.
I was hoping you'd say much later.
Well, again, it's like we're already
they're out in the raft. Okay,
we're already close to a third of the way through this piece of shit.
Oh, by the way, last day to watch on Netflix is New Year's Eve.
Look how bad the audio is.
I'm not listening.
So we got it just in time.
Yes, wonderful.
Where is it going? Who's buying this movie to put it on their streaming service? I'll be right back. Let me go distract myself.
William using an excuse. You don't even have customers. You don't have that excuse.
I got to go help a customer.
You have a customer at your house? Okay. So we're back watching this terrible movie.
It's no Howard the Duck, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, for
I
what
mean,
last
we
worth.
could have saw movie 43, but I changed it to this, so we should be thankful. Was she any big? The actress right next to Dennis Quaid? Oh no,
No, who you talking about?
the Dennis Quaid, his girlfriend right here.
Bess Armstrong.
Did she have a big career or no?
I think she's retired.
Oh,
Oh no, she's still working. She's still working. She's mainly in TV now. But I mean, she survived this, so Yeah. By the way, where is the shark in all this? We came to see the 3D shark, not the 3D we're getting. Is very good.
we're focusing on the character building moments. The character moments.
Character building moments. Jaws, come on, man. This is not like the first one where Quint with the speech about the USS Indianapolis. Okay,
Yeah.
I wonder why did they retcon this though, despite this
because
being
it's
a big
bad.
success.
That's why they retconned it.
Why did they make it? Is the better question.
But again, that's the irony too, is they retconned it with an even worse movie.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'm lagging on Netflix. Where are we at?
At 26:30, right after the dude gets falls out of the little blow up raft.
Uh-oh, the shark ate the light.
What is this guy doing?
And now they're playing in the water because that's.
Honey Riggy wanted to know, William, have you seen Piranha 3D? What are your thoughts on it?
Actually one of the better 3D movies ever made.
You're talking about the one from like 2011, right?
Yeah, because there's
Yeah, I would say so. And it's like
that movie is ridiculous though.
yes, it is.
My
favorite. Oh, listen,
I know a girl that was in that.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Who's that?
Actress named Devaney Penn.
Okay. I would also my favorite, since that movie is full of the 3Ds.
That movie stripped the fucking cow clean to the bones.
No, my favorite, William, for my money, the best death in that, it's the part where the girl gets her hair or ponytail caught in the propeller, and the one guy keeps like pulling on the ripcord, and he finally pulls it, and it starts up, and it tears her face off.
Yeah, and then there's one where the swimmers are in the water, and the piranhas just go by them, and they're just bones. Yeah, that movie's way over the top.
Yeah.
You should watch that.
People fish for piranhas.
Oh,
yeah, because they're not what you see.
Piranhas, they're not like you don't get like stripped down to the skeleton within like 5 seconds. If
that happens to you, that means you're dumb and slow, and you didn't get out of the water when you started feeling those teeth hitting your feet.
Well, the only way they do it is because in their habitat, the water gets smaller and smaller during the dry season. And so they get stressed out, and so when things fall in, they try to be the first one to get the bite.
Yeah, I mean they're dangerous, but they're not like
they're not. I mean,
they're not like little like compies at Jurassic Park in the
water.
Like
catfish is dangerous.
Yeah, catfish, they bite. They bite. They have a powerful bite too. I've seen.
It's not the bite that you worry about catfish; it's the fins.
Yeah. You know what else?
I thought it was. I've seen some bite marks. Okay, cool. That's even worse.
You know what else Piranha 3D did that was kind of interesting? They did the one kind of like the one character who's like the spook parody of like the Girls Gone Wild video.
Oh, the guy filming. Yeah, the guy. That was what Devaney was. She was one of those topless girls.
Yeah.
I think.
There's one type of fishing I haven't done. It's fishing for catfish called noodling. That's crazy stupid.
Yeah, I've seen that. There's a girl on the internet, Hannah Barron, that she's like 5 feet tall, 100 pounds. She catches these big, huge things. She sticks down there. She has these boxes and stuff, and she's wrestling them. And she see her arm's all bit up. She's like,
noodling is sticking your hand in a hole and waiting for the catfish to bite and then you grab it by the gills and pull it
You
out.
put your fist, you put your fist to the gills, and then they put them back. I'm like, what? Aren't you hungry?
You know, you complain about not showing the shark too much, but you gotta remember the first movie didn't show the shark at all for most.
The first movie was good. The first movie was
Exactly.
good. This movie needs the shark. And Erin is transfixed on this. She's like,
You know, the thing is, I shouldn't be really watching this movie as an Australian, but I'm watching it.
you got the real deal down there.
Oh yeah, we got freaking
Shark.
white pointers and shit like that.
Yeah, they eat surfers.
Do dolphins really kill sharks?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, shark. Like I said, sharks can smell dolphins and certain types of whales like that, and they go there. They're smart. Sharks are like, I can't outmaneuver that. There's no way. And if a shark can't move, then it has a hard time breathing, it'll drown. Because it can't. It has to be able to move in order to get the water through. So if it can't move, even when it's sleeping and slightly moving, then you can kill a shark just by bludgeoning it inside, and that's what dolphins do. They'll ram the ribs, and the shark will either bleed out or he'll stop breathing. Killer whales will just
shark.
Yeah, killer whales will just say, "I'll just take a bite out of you."
Killer whales are smart enough to know to turn them upside down.
Yep.
I had a teacher when I was probably fifth grade. Fifth grade science class. I asked one time, it was a lesson about how killer whales hunt or how orcas hunt, and I asked how do they? I mean, when you're out in the water, how exactly do they eat? Because they don't have a surface. So I was wondering, do they push them onto to shore or something? And they said no. What they do, a school of orcas, what they'll do is they'll encircle their prey, and each of them kind of take turns coming up and taking chunks out of it.
They want that liver though, because that's the biggest.
Well, sharks, a great white shark can outbite an orca. They got sharper teeth and greater bite, but what the orca has is intelligence, and intelligence beats all that.
And the size, orcas are massively big.
You know what they do in Indonesia and other places in South Asia. They capture sharks, right? They cut their fins and they drop them back in the ocean, and they have a thing called shark fin soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, the death scenes in Piranha are just epic, dude. The one where they drop the girl, the girl's doing she's on the rope thing, and they drop her in the water.
Or no, there's the one where the woman's
they bring
floating
her back up.
There's the one where the woman was it's kind of because the way Piranha 3D portrays it, it's a college spring break weekend, and this one beach resort kind of turns Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, I mean it's a porn. It's basically a porn.
Yeah.
With Piranha.
And pretty much, and it's the whole thing kicks off the big piranha attack starts with this one chick who's floating, and she's kind of just casually when they're in one of those kind of floatable donuts, and the piranha just swims right up the south side, let's say.
Yeah, it's
To answer your question about Orca Fourth, Orca's just as bad as this one.
Okay, by the way, this submersible is just, yeah, this 3D on this is not good.
Yeah, this is not good.
Oh yeah, this is bad. We could tell it was bad then.
And you didn't have good 3D to compare it to back then. You did. You did.
Had, like every movie that came out,
you didn't have Avatar to compare it to. Maybe is the way to put it. God, that looks awful. That looks so bad.
Do you think maybe because they didn't have the budget for this?
No, they had the 18 million in 1982.
18 back then. That was a big budget.
That was top tier.
That's nothing nowadays. That's like cheap.
Yeah. Today that'd probably be equivalent to probably 60 or 70.
Why does it look this bad?
God, we're only 34 minutes into this horrible movie. When are we gonna get to that bad shark?
How many minutes?
That's all the way at the end, dude.
Oh God, yeah. Well, again, it's
so. What's the timestamp at the moment?
We're at I'm at 34, 46.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the dolphins. The thing that
Yeah,
was
well, because and the dolphins know that the shark is around. They're trying to tell the humans, like, "Hey, get the hell out
yeah,
of here."
go swim away while we kick this guy's ass.
The dolphins also said, "So long and thanks for all the fish."
Yeah, I hope somebody replaces
Well,
them.
they'll do that.
When they were saying that, we mistook it as them jumping through hoops and playing with a beach ball.
Phil, was it your dad or was it your entire family that saw this movie?
It was me, my dad, and my sister. I forgot
Oh.
why they're in this. Why are they in this wreckage? I forgot. I don't
Who
care
the hell?
why.
Who the hell cares? Here's Flipper giving them a warning. Yeah, right.
I love that show. Flipper.
Yeah, I watched it here and there when I was a kid.
Flipper.
Yeah. So actually that movie that Elijah Wood did with Paul Hogan was pretty good too. The
I was
movie.
over Flipper by then. So.
Actually, I'm kind of wondering like now that we think about it, it's like when is Hollywood going to reboot Flipper now? Because that's not they haven't gotten to that
Look
yet.
at that horrible shark. Look at this horrible shark action.
I don't know whether you ever got
Was
it
that one
in America.
thing where, like,
Like
what
here
was
in
that
Australia,
one?
we had an Aussie
They-
show called
The
Skippy.
Wiggles.
You know what?
No, Skippy.
Oh, Skippy.
Yeah, it was a kangaroo.
All right, so
Okay.
here's
Oh,
a
wait a
shark. Here's a shark in the. You notice that the dolphins ain't running. They're just trying to help.
Yeah.
the
Well,
humans.
you notice also the shark changes in size between shots too.
Well, it's horrible. It's horrible shooting. They're using live
Yeah.
action stuff from like wildlife, shit.
The song went Skippy, 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 the bush.
The
came.
dolphins aren't even like attacking it.
Okay, all right. Now right here,
Yeah.
this is bullshit. This is some bullshit. That shark. Oh, another commercial. That shark is not chasing after those dolphins. That shark does not want any of that action.
No, William, but no, you're missing the brilliance of this revenge plot. Like the shark is like he's so determined to get his revenge, he's gonna risk life and limb to go up against these dolphins.
What's the suicide mission?
Pretty much, yeah.
No. You see, in nature, right? You have whenever a shark sees dolphins, they swim the other way. Because you know why? Because dolphins hunt in packs, and while most sharks hunt singularly, the only shark breed that hunts in packs are hammerhead.
No, but listen, you
Do
guys,
not
you're
want
not.
to go in water with hammerhead.
But you guys, you're not understanding like the brilliance of this writing, though. It's like the shark is like he's foregoing his own safety and physics and logic and everything to get revenge on this one family for 4 movies.
And sharks can actually swim faster than dolphins.
Yeah, they just can't maneuver.
No, not necessarily. Depending on the breed.
Well, of
Yeah.
course, it depends if the shark is like a 1-foot shark or something like that.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
shark going in there, that cage, trying to
The
get those
small
dolphins,
shark-
is some Hollywood
the
shit
small
right here.
sharks can swim fast. The larger ones, they go really slow. They go really slow.
Well, I'm actually a little bit of trivia for the original movie. Because what they wanted to work some actual shark footage into the some of the attack scenes in the original, and they went to Australia for that to and it was for the part where Richard Dreyfuss is in the cage and the shark attacks the cage, and what happened was there was one. Because Spielberg, to make the sharks look bigger, he had like a miniature cage with a small person put in there to make the shark look like the shark mechanical shark they had, because the sharks in close to Australia, they're about 14, 15 feet long, and Jaws is about 25. So they ended up getting like a couple of at one point a shark kind of swam over the top of the cage and got caught. and so they had footage of that, but nobody was in the cage, so they rewrote that part of the movie. So when Rich Drives escapes from the cage, that's what you have that part of the shark kind of thrashing about on top of the cage, because that's how they ended up with that footage.
For this movie.
What's it?
I got another commercial. What's the timestamp?
About 40 minutes.
I told you, man, you gotta rent this on Amazon for you don't have.
Why the hell would I do this?
Oh, if you're gonna miss the best part at the end.
There's no best part.
But the best part is when we talk about how bad the ending is.
The best part is the credits.
Seriously.
Yeah, the best part is Folgers in your cup waking up. That's the best part, and you get that right after this movie's over.
So,
Folgers, proud
know what?
sponsor of the Sci-Fi Center.
Nah, it'd be Starbucks.
You want to know something cool and interesting? My rugby league team is called the Sharks.
It's called the Sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sharks.
they're better sharks than the shark in this
That's
movie.
Yeah, and every before every match, every game, during their home game, they normally play the Jaws music.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We were 41 minutes in. How much
Nothing-
shark
it's nothing
action
like-
have we gotten so far?
Just that one.
Because that's the other problem with this. It's like we were 40 minutes. We're almost halfway into this movie, and we've gotten like maybe 10% of the shark action we've gotten in either of the first
Yeah,
two.
but remember, the first movie doesn't have a lot of shark in it, so it's all about the characters.
Yes, but
I
that
I'll tell
don't
you
get
what.
why are you comparing an all-time classic to that is
it has
Jaws
good
to
characters.
this,
The
dude?
speech about the Indianapolis and Hooper and making the faces of Quinn and like that's characters I actually care about. So.
You don't like any of the characters?
You
here?
know what we should have.
I don't care about. I don't care if any of these characters die.
God, Chappie, sometimes, man.
We should have watched
I
Blackfish.
like some of the characters. I like Bill
Instead of this.
Armstrong and Dennis Quaid.
We
Like,
should watch what, Aaron?
Blackfish instead of this.
I should have watched Piranha
Oh, yeah.
3 instead of this.
That's documentary.
Oh God, this movie's bad.
Blackfish pretty much
That exposes some
Exposes-
SeaWorld.
all the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
stuff we've seen on that.
I know what that is now.
They're what?
I watched that documentary, and what I got from it is SeaWorld's not evil. They're just doing the best they can in the worst situation.
The thing, okay, I don't mind SeaWorld. I've been to SeaWorld before. But what I do not like is the fact that they captured bloody orcas. That's what I didn't like. However, SeaWorld down here, we've never had dolphins, orcas, or anything like that. I was like, when I watched the documentary, I thought, wait, that's something that I've seen and that. And
Would they have
what
sharks?
I saw, but they had like smaller fish and stuff like that. But they don't have orcas or anything because we're in like the southern hemisphere.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
While orcas are more Atlantic marine animals. So we pretty much have like small animals and stuff, more smaller marine.
all right. For those of you 28 who are watching this with us, why? And if you can jump on over to the home base here, and especially if you're watching us on Twitter, there you go.
You know what else is a much better shark movie? That well, this is not
Every shark movie ever made. Besides
Deep
Sharknado.
Blue Sea.
Is anybody here familiar with the yes, Deep Blue Sea is? Very much, I classify that as like a second only to Jaws as far as like the best shark movies ever made.
Yeah.
But this is actually a
I like the
documentary.
Star Wars.
It was called Shark Water that this guy Rob Stewart did because he was kind of a conservationist. And he unfortunately died about 7 years ago.
He didn't get eaten by a shark, did he?
No, he unfortunately was a drowning incident on when he was making like a follow-up documentary to the original Shark Water. But I've seen that. That was and it was a because sharks, of course. I mean, and Peter Bentley has talked about this. Sharks have kind of gotten a bad reputation in through some horror movies like this. But if you know anything about sharks, they actually are they're very seldom do they attack humans, and in the cases that they do, very seldom do humans actually die from it. So he did a documentary that was kind of more it was kind of trying to showcase sharks and their natural habitat and kind of in their more kind of what they're like. It's really pretty fascinating.
Sharks generally don't want humans. It's most of the time when they attack humans by mistake, especially surfers, because from below they look like sea lions.
And it's like this when they got like the board beneath them, they look like
That's why when you see the attack, they usually don't. It's not a bunch of bites; it's one. They realize, oh shit, that's not a sea lion. Bye. But at that time, you're dead. You're
of one of our surfers, one of our pro surfers who was surfing in South Africa was attacked by a shark. His board was attacked by a shark, and you know what he did? He went to the shark, boom, to its nose, and it went away.
Yeah, that's
if you can keep your wits about you while you're being attacked by a shark, I think you get out of it.
Yeah, it's actually you can if you nail a shark around the snout, they'll back off.
Pete, this one here is actually a pretty decent kill. The shark actually got.
No, it's not, Chappy.
All right, where are we at? 40 what? 40? Please tell me it's 50.
It's 47.
Oh, I noticed they put the commercials before all the kills. How convenient is that?
You know what the saving grace and that Australia has here when it comes to
harpoon.
What's that, Aaron?
Is that we most of our beaches have I think called shark nets, and it's all the way back in the ocean where you got these nets preventing sharks from going to the main section of the beach. So surfers and just casual swimmers can swim peacefully, knowing that sharks can't get to it. However, these something where they're practiced to begin. However, we always send drones, and that's to search out the beaches and that all the time, every morning and stuff. Like the lifeguards can do that. So they got the lifeguards with special drones. See, back in the day, we used to rely on helicopters.
Yeah.
But we don't use those anymore.
That's cool.
Yeah, Australia, come for the sharks or come for the thumb-sized jellyfish that if they sting you, you'll be in the hospital for 3 days in unimaginable pain.
Or dead. Why did they leave? Why is one guy in the water when everybody else got into service?
Back probably about 15, 20 years ago, probably. Most lifeguards have special pain relief. It's like that size. You stick it in your mouth. You breathe, and it's instant pain relief.
Oh, this movie is just not good.
And all you got to do is they send you straight to the hospital, and they'll give you proper medication, and they'll work instantaneously.
Okay.
They've got good technology these days. So
oh my god! I don't know if you guys know about this, but they captured the mother's baby shark. and they're about to kill and like
You
some
should watch
shit.
it. I don't know whether you guys get it.
You sound disappointed as if there was
there's-
some quality shit that was supposed to happen, Jap.
I'm
You
just
want
telling
Senator?
you for you
we have a
remember.
show down here. You should watch a show. There's a show down called Bon Jovi Rescue.
Yeah.
It should broadcast there in America, but it's all about like beach culture and stuff like that. It's like the real watch.
Shouldn't they know that sharks can't survive in water like this?
Yes, they should, but I mean that will require like
I
competent
doubt
writing.
there was the writers' table meeting. I doubt a lot of good stuff came out of that writers' meeting, Chap.
You,
I mean,
Chuck Cage says you put a
seriously,
shark
they
in a full
should not
Nelson.
be-
Okay, Chuck, it's a pretty good strategy. All right.
So what's wrong with the water, Chappie? If it's salt water, it's what the shark swims in.
Yeah, but the shark can't handle water like this. You see, it's gonna die soon. And
It
then
needs
the mom's gonna
needs
get
a
angry.
constant movement.
Well, that's
It
why they
has
have
to
a
be-
tube on it.
Well, plus the water is a wave pool that's blowing. It's moving the
There,
water.
there
so-
was back to SeaWorld. They actually tried putting like a large shark like that in captivity, but it only lasted about a month and it cut because it wasn't. It's not like the freaking ocean where there's constant
Yeah.
movement.
How dare you put reality in my movie magic?
Stop with the skiing, okay? We want to see a shark. Oh, not that we're gonna get a good shark.
Brad, it's
Action.
about the characters. Focus.
About these paper thin, like not well defined characters. Okay. It's the holiday season. We could be watching Home Alone right now. It's
I,
That's
I-
no, we can
that,
watch
that,
Die
that I
Hard.
won't do. I'll just take the night off before I watch that movie.
No, we can watch Die Hard. Anyone want to do Die Hard?
I can watch Die Hard year round because Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
yes, it is. But they're both better than this.
There's Shamu. Man, you see those things up and close in person. My God, this is scary.
Mm.
Even in they're doing the tricks and stuff. I'm like, I just
You know what we should be watching also instead of this? Free
What's
Willy.
Yeah,
What?
that would be good. Free Willy.
Oh. Who's in that?
a whale, a killer whale, Chappie.
Yeah, an orca that would totally mop the floor with the shark if they were in the same aquarium.
And we can just leave it on the closing credits because there's a kick-ass Michael Jackson song that gets played.
Aaron.
What?
I don't think I'm sticking around the credits for this.
You
Just
don't
get
you
to
don't
the
like
end.
Michael Jackson?
By the time I finish sitting through that movie, I'm probably ready to get the hell out of the theater.
Did you guys leave after this?
Well, we
What was
sat
your
there
way?
for a while, wondering if we should see a better movie.
No, Chappie, they're still in the William's still in the theater as we speak.
That would be for my go to the counter and get a refund days. It wasn't my money; it was the old man. So if it had been me, I'd have been like, there was a baby crying or somebody threw up, and I need a refund so I can get a better movie.
Is it true that people were booing at the end or no?
People were boring during when I was there. Because it was bad 3D, man. The whole advertising campaign, the 3D in the commercials was better than the 3D in the movie. So when they advertise some shit like this and then you actually go to see it, it's like, this is awful. And a lot of people
Oh,
went to go
so-
see it the
okay.
first weekend.
That's
So
right,
they had commercials that was in 3D.
No, well, yeah, they had the little commercials that were that demonstrated 3D. They weren't actually in 3D, but it was the actual demonstration of the 3D was better than the 3D that you were getting and wearing the glasses. It's like, they showed the shark swimming at you, and then they would pan away from it, and all the people were swimming. I mean, it was just lame. But like I said, the trailer, when you look at the old trailer from 82, 83, it was better.
That's almost as traumatizing as that E.T. Atari game that you played.
Nah, that just pissed me off. Everybody though, Universal, that's considered one of the worst video games ever made, even for
Yeah.
the Atari era. So there's
It's
like there's
with
like a
Gordon.
million of them buried somewhere in the desert. It's hilarious.
I don't think I watched this in the theater, but I did watch it when it came on HBO back in the day when that was the only movie channel.
Remember on TV? Oh my gosh. You fucking kids
You know
don't
what?
know the struggle, man.
You know what? I don't
The-
think I've ever watched this movie.
You didn't miss anything. Your life has not been changed. Your life
For
has
you
not been
saying,
changed.
William, for you saying this was a bad premise from the beginning.
Yes.
Like,
I've
you
been
think
saying
that's
that literally from the beginning.
You don't think that's a cool idea of like a shark being released in SeaWorld?
No. No. It'd be like an unarmed bank robber going into a bank where everybody has a gun. It's not going to last too long.
Yeah, but this shark was like a giant. That's why.
I don't care. There are 3 smarter, more maneuverable mammals in there that will kill that shark. And that shark ain't chasing no dolphins. That's like you having a flamethrower and me chasing you. What is that going to do? He's going to turn around and fucking burn me.
This is so disgusting. Having
Do
dolphins.
you think they could ever do a sequel to Jaws?
No. Go ahead, Darren.
I think it's disgusting having dolphins captured like that. They're just like us with intelligence.
Yeah.
They have a better chance against sharks than we do. What's the timestamp?
At the timestamp of 56, then who the hell cares?
It is 56.
The 80s were a different time, Aaron.
Yeah, we didn't.
See, this is how dumb these characters are. They literally killed this baby shark in front of this pool. All these people are watching, and the shark is like dying. Like, what are you? It's so dumb.
No real sharks died in the commission of this movie. In fact, no real.
See, this shouldn't be made these days.
Yeah, God, William, I
Freaking
forgot how
we got
boring this
the-
movie is too.
Yeah.
got-
I forgot
well, the
about
thing
the
is,
shark dying.
In America, you got their well, in Australia we have RSPCA. You got the ASPCA.
Yeah, and we do have like out here in Vegas, we had sharks in captivity, but it was heavily regulated. They constantly had agencies coming down, making sure everything. Hell, fucking the white tiger was protected.
And also the sharks were swimming in a circle, so it felt like they were swimming forever in the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Now, that being said, you fuck around with wild animals, eventually they become wild animals no matter how domesticated they were. You freak them out, they do crazy things. Manticore thought he was saving Siegfried, didn't realize that biting power that he was dragging his buddy away with was enough to take his head off.
And movies back then, like in the 80s and 70s and whatnot, they didn't have any restrictions with having the Humane Society being part of the.
Well, they did. They just paid him off. They just paid him off. Kind of like today.
Like I said, I don't mind.
Well, today they pay him off.
Yeah, they're like, bribe.
Because every time you see like a movie with like an animal or whatnot, you right at the end of the credits, you normally have like Humane Society.
Yeah. Well, plus, Darren, these days you have CGI too, so we really don't have to do a lot of the crazy stuff. We don't have to get in the water with something that'll kill you.
Do you think once Spielberg dies, they'll do another Jaws movie?
No. There's been plenty of other stupid shark movies to come out, though. I think the shark genre is
dead.
Is dead. So I think Sharknado could have been. Well, you have the Meg. You have the Meg. The Meg.
Hey, let's show some love to The Shallows. The Shallows was a very good shark movie, I thought.
What?
The Shallows.
You know what? Another good movie movie franchise that's out there about sharks, and that's Sharknado.
All right, goodbye, Aaron.
Hey, don't be dissing my baby sis.
You're muted. Yeah, you're done. I can't believe you said that on a stream, even a stream with a movie on it this bad. Sharknado is beneath all of that.
Aaron,
It's one of those movies that are so bad.
It's intentionally so bad it's good.
Yeah, I like Sharknado.
I of course you do. Why doesn't that surprise me?
I loved watching the Meg, and even the Meg 2 made me chuckle.
Well, yeah, and that's just they're just basically not even trying. They're just trying to have fun. That's all they're trying to do is have fun.
Aaron, by the way, our good buddy Brendan Foster, he's actually been in the Shark movie back in. He was in Deep Blue Sea 3. He was the villain in that.
Oh, they made a 3.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a direct-to-DVD sequel, so it doesn't matter.
Back in the day, we're going direct to.
Is it most of your movie collection a direct to DVD, Chappie?
No.
This would be direct to DVD if it came out today, and that's being like that.
No.
This is like direct to DVD back when that was like a pejorative, because that's not the case anymore.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
Luckily, VHS was brand new, so.
Or, you know what? We could have watched a random episode of Shark Tank.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, if we're gonna go down the rabbit hole, what could have been worse? Would just take the night off.
By the way, speaking of like episodes and stuff, it's like I was thinking about this too. You know, as far as like watch parties we want to do before the year's out. And one, now we couldn't do like the whole series at this point, but one I thought would be kind of cool is like we did like the 2-part finale for Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
Just like the last 2 episodes.
Nah,
I'm down for that.
Because they were like,
I'm down from the emotional high that those gave me.
What do you think? What do you think made Louis Scorsese Jr. want to do this?
Money.
It's really not that complicated with actors, or because I mean, now that's not to say they don't try to put everything into their craft. I mean, there are jobs they take where they take it primarily because the story or the characters resonate with them really well. But I mean, like Jim Carrey he's releasing on record saying it's like because he's been talking about retiring. It's like, why'd you come out with Sonic 3? It's like, I need money.
It was money, and plus back in the 1980s, the early 1980s, even for an Academy Award winner, black folks, we weren't getting all the roles that people are getting today. A good paying role like this. It was the 80s.
God, thank God we're over an hour into this piece of shit.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't the 50s. 80s.
Yeah, the 80s.
And you guys
we were getting roles.
You guys should have gotten the roles that you deserve to get the roles. Period.
Yeah, the stereotypes are still there, though. The stereotypes didn't start breaking until the mid 80s and the 90s. 90s was a big decade for black actors and actresses.
Here goes, people. There's the mother of all parks.
So what was the timestamp?
1:03:17. Thank God it's over an hour in.
We only got 17 minutes left.
Hey, Brad, guess what comes out in 2026?
Something that we're not going to talk about, which is why you decided to leave early. So,
Oregon Hollywood owes
what movie is
black
he talking about?
actors and actresses a big apology.
yes,
Scary Movie 6.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing I'm not going to see. And you could not pay me to see. You could not blackmail me to see. You could not threaten me to see. You could not.
Hey, I sat through Terrifier.
If you told me that an asteroid was coming, the size of Texas was coming to Earth, and Bruce Willis's method of stopping it was not going to work, and the only way to prevent it was for me to go see Scary Movie 3 on opening day, I would do it.
You're seeing it, Brad.
I'd say humanity. We've had a good run. Let's go.
Brad, you have to watch it before us, also with your friend. Your more dumb friends.
Yeah,
wow, this is awful.
To keep up the Scary Movie tradition, Brad.
The sharks attacking the dinner party now?
Yeah, that's your answer there.
Mm-hmm. And it's the mother of the baby
I'm
shark.
sitting through an Ozempic commercial. So And there's a bunch of old people
You're not
dancing.
even watching this.
Are you?
I
Are you
can't. I
serious?
got an ad.
The-
I got an
you
ad.
guys have commercials for Ozempic?
Oh, Ozempic? Yeah.
What?
This is my I didn't get the right I haven't been watching Netflix lately, so I didn't it didn't upgrade to what I wanted. So. And for this movie I didn't care. So all right, what's the timestamp?
Timestamp is thank God this movie's almost over. 105:05.
Oh, it's getting there.
They're on the little buggy boats. Huh?
I'm watching the guy's driving on a golf cart and can't even drive a golf cart. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, cool.
That's kind of lame. This movie was just so bad. When you can tell, and like when you're watching a movie in the 80s, how bad it is, because there's a lot of awful movies in the 80s.
He's rescuing people from like 3 feet of water.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
He's dragging people up like the tip of the shore.
Where that shark is not coming.
They should have took like a Tremors approach with this. Like just give the shark legs in this version.
Now, that would have been some shit. Right
Shark
there.
turns into shriekers.
Now, I got a problem with that because I did my job and stayed on dry land, and now the shark's got legs.
Yeah, Azteca,
like
I've said this in the vodka stream too. It's like that's another reason why it's like I remain an advocate for the restoration, completion, finishing, resolution, whatever you would have called the Snyderverse, because I refuse to live in a world where we get another scary movie, but we don't get the rest of what Zack Snyder planned with his Justice League story.
Brad,
I refuse to live in that world.
Brad, that is just life. You have to deal with
in
it.
that world anyway.
Guess what? Sarah Michelle Gellar has come out saying that she's open for a Buffy reboot.
And yeah, that sounds good. No Joss, and let's.
You know what though? I don't. Well, without Joss Whedon, it's not.
He'll get residuals.
He won't be part of it because he doesn't own the rights to his own works anymore.
Yeah, but you got a lot. You got a lot of Buffy people. You got a lot of Buffy people though that if he's not involved in it, they're not gonna go see it.
Well, as a person who was a big fan of the whole Buffyverse and that, I don't give a rat's ass. Take him out of it. I don't care. It doesn't belong to him anymore.
It doesn't, but a lot of that fan.
Aaron, just talk through the computer.
It belongs to the fans now. It belongs to the fans. It belongs to Disney. And
there's still a good number of fans
and it's all up to Disney and Dolly Parton to do whatever they want with it.
The problem is there's still enough fans that connect him with it, and if he's not part of it, they're not going to. There are people who hate him, but there's a lot of people who don't see Joss Whedon as we do. So, and if you're a studio,
yeah.
Well, Aaron gets it. So Aaron fist bumped through the computer from like 8,000 miles away.
A lot of Buffy's writing is Joss Whedon's DNA.
Yeah. Okay, tell you this. If you're asking for funding,
Aaron,
with Buffy fans at the moment, and they've all pretty much come to the consensus of saying that they don't really care about Joss anymore. They just want to focus on just the work.
Not enough of them to where it wouldn't affect revenue and audience.
Well, you can always go on Reddit and have a look.
Yeah.
No. I need to go to general populace. Like I said, if you're asking me to fund it, and I'm a financier, and you want to do this again, I say, hey, if obviously I understand you guys not wanting to work or not wanting to have him in it, then we just don't do it.
Well, she doesn't want to have him in it, like Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's been clear.
I don't care, and I don't want him to have anything to do with it.
Then it's not going to happen.
There was no. Okay, I'll tell you something that's pretty remarkable, right? Is at Audible did an audio series where in an alternative universe, Cordelia became the Slayer, and it was so so great that Yeah, a lot of people listen to it. It was a very good success, and wasn't wasn't made by Joss at all. Joss had nothing to do with it.
I could not
And
see.
it was created by Amber Benson, who played Tara, and she did all of it, and it was
Yeah.
an extreme success.
If I'm a studio, knowing this, I'm just gonna stay away from it because it's not worth the headache. It's just not worth the headache at this point. It's like he was like him or love him, and actually you know how I feel about him. That he was that show, and that show is him. So you can't
does
really
he own the rights?
No, but it's still his DNA is in that show, whether he owns it or not. You can do it. You can do it.
Sam was so good would be down to returning in recent interviews. So
okay, all these other people coming back.
She would be down to make a big paycheck.
Yeah, I mean everybody's going to say yes to a job, but I just can't see a studio saying,
Bruce Gossett did for this movie.
Yeah, I just can't see a studio even reigniting it.
God, this looks so horrible.
Fragmentation. I don't see it happening. Where are we at? Is this over with?
We're at this like underwater tunnel with the skeleton around it, or with it. We're about to see the shark swimming up towards them, and not that end shot, but like the shark.
What's the timestamp? Because I had commercials.
It's 1:11:07.
Okay, I'm ahead of you.
Wow. It seems like the more ages, the more with technology, this movie ages worse.
This movie aged worse while I was sitting there watching it. So it's not really the age. It's just it was not a good movie. It's just not a good picture. Sorry.
Would you say this is worse than Howard the Duck?
No, not quite. We don't go that far, but
Howard the Duck was ridiculous. So this was underwhelming. I mean, I don't know.
Howard the Duck was just dead on arrival.
I'm going to be controversial. This is worse than Howard the Duck.
You think so, Aaron?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because there's the boring element to it.
Yeah, it is. It is quite boring.
Howard the Duck had like entertainment.
It kept you reeling. That's what it was.
This movie's yeah, really.
It's pretty cool.
Things were happening in Howard the Duck. Things aren't happening here.
Yeah. It's like I said, this is probably the first time I've seen this movie in at least a good 15 years, and I forgot just how bad the pacing is.
I don't mind.
This is the shark from the first movie?
Oh, who the hell knows?
I never delved into it.
This is the grandson of the original shark.
But I thought they blew up the shark in the first movie or something. But I don't remember, Jaws.
The best part about Howard the Duck is their song at the end.
The best part was what?
The song at the end.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Shut up.
Shut
the hell up.
You get enough of that.
That's all right.
The shark's going to get all these guys in the welding.
He was pretty good in this. Louis Gossett Jr. He is doing his best. What he's given.
Yeah.
So was this panned by critics, William?
Yes.
When it came out?
We were reading.
Critics, man.
They might have thought this was top notch back.
No, they did
They might have
not.
thought this was top notch back then.
Would you say this is worse? Would you say? Here's another sequel. Have you guys seen Caddyshack 2?
Right back, guys.
That's the funniest line in this movie. Listen, I've been thinking.
Yeah, about a better movie.
Was that Dennis Quaid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
This was one of his first roles, including Leah Thompson. This was her first debut.
All right, what's the timestamp? This needs to. I keep hitting.
1:14:45.
Okay, so they put a commercial right in the way. I just realized I haven't watched Netflix in about a good month.
This in-flight movie is wonderful, William.
I kind of wish I was partaking tonight.
Have you guys ever seen Caddyshack 2?
No. I'm not a big fan.
You
of
would also be probably. I would go as far as say is better than this is, and I can't believe I'm saying this is most Steven Seagal movies.
No, I like Steven Seagal. I like his early stuff.
You know what? It's a bit of a relief hearing William say that because I'm not the biggest fan of Caddyshack either, and it's kind of a taboo to say that you're not a fan of that movie.
This fucking gopher is like the star of the whole both movies. I guess. A dancing gopher. There's a dancing gopher that's the star of your movie that tells me that I don't need to see your movie.
Hey man, Caddyshack is great. That's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Okay.
So. No.
What comedies are you a fan of, William?
Huh?
Tropic Thunder.
That's about it.
I liked Caddyshack, especially Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray and Kevin Chase never got along. So much so that they didn't want to film together. They had to film
a lot of people don't get along with Bill Murray. So he's not the easiest person to work with.
Well, that's it with Chewy Chase. I hear Chewy Chase is kind of a dick in real life.
Or Bill Murray told Lucy Liu that she was a terrible actress.
Yeah.
She tried to assault him or something like that on Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Well, Lucy Liu is a terrible actress.
Hey, don't you dare say
that. No, she's not.
What the hell are you talking about?
She's hired for her looks. Her acting is terrible.
Excuse you.
Don't you dare talk bad about Lucy Liu, okay? Don't you dare do that.
Yeah, Aaron, jump through the computer to kick his ass right now.
I'm not talking bad about her. I'm just commenting on her job.
All right, timestamp.
1:17:24.
Oh God!
I mean, Lucy Liu may be an extraordinarily nice lady who does wonderful work for charity and is nice to people and everything. I don't know. I see her act and I just go, ugh.
Even in Kill Bill?
She didn't have 2 seconds in Kill Bill.
Guess what?
She has a cool death scene.
In multiple languages.
She's good in Lucky Number 11.
This is a pretty long movie. I always forget how long this is.
It's longer. It's anything more than 5 minutes.
Again, see, you got me thinking about like all the actually good.
She can act in Chinese. She can act in Japanese and in French. Ooh la la.
Exactly. That's good. Aaron, jump through the computer and kick everybody's ass for doubting Lucy Liu.
Her face is perfectly lit. That's all you see is Zordon. Zordette.
So
come to me, my Power Rangers.
Yeah, I'm thinking about all the actually good Seagal movies that are better than this.
We can watch Half Path Death.
Oh, that's not a good one.
I had to sit through Fire Down Below so I could watch Breakdown.
I actually thought Glimmerman was pretty good. It's probably one of his better ones. That was actually
maybe I'll put up money for that one for next time. Half Path Dead with Ja Woo.
Yeah, please stop with these bad movie marathons he wants to do.
But that'll be in the future. Don't worry. We'll do a lot of good movies this next time.
I mean, how bad do you have to be to get me to say it's like I could be watching a Seagal movie right now?
I'll just turn off the TV or the computer and fuck that.
Again, now granted, I'm thinking of the handful he did that were actually pretty good. Again, like Glimmerman and Above the Law and Marked for Death. and Belly the Beast. Again, they're few and far between, but there are good ones.
And No Wolf for Half Past Death. I like that one. That one's kind of a good
bad.
choice. Yes, it's bad, but it's fun.
It's not fun. It's actually one of the worst Die Hard knockoffs I've ever seen. Too.
Yes, it's a
It's got the
knockoff,
same
but I
problem
like
as
it.
this one, which is boring as hell.
I disagree. It's a lot of fun. I always have laugh with it.
What's
It's a
Die Hard
trashy,
knockoff?
fun action flick.
Say again, Aaron?
What's the Die Hard knockoff?
Half Past Dead. That's Die Hard and Alcatraz, basically.
Yeah, and it's with
it's-
rapper Jawu.
Yeah, it's Seagal right when he was circling the drain. So, yeah.
It was his last
Oh, yeah.
theatrical movie.
That explains it.
Yeah, that does explain why you haven't seen it. Yeah.
I thought his last theatrical movie was
It was Machete, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but this was like him stalling in it, like
Yeah,
a
for him,
stall.
it's like where it's like a Seagal, like he's the protagonist or he's the headliner. Like I say, he had some good ones. Though. So he had Above Law, he had Out for Justice, he had Mark for Death, he had Glimmerman, and he had Belly the Beast and a few others. But it's like his bad. I mean, again, it's like 20 for every. It's like 20 to 80 as far as like his good to bad ratio.
Yeah.
All right, timestamp.
One of those meta movies where he plays himself.
121.03.
Oh, what?
We're getting,
more time didn't pass, but
and, we're getting close to the moment we've all been waiting for.
128. That's at 128.
Steven Seagal is a phony. He's a fake martial artist.
Yeah.
Even Joe Rogan has exposed.
Yeah. No, Michael J. White. He shared some stories about Seagal too, working with him.
Yeah,
He should have been a bigger star, Michael J. White.
Style that it doesn't work. Everything you do doesn't work. So
it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of the fact that he just sleepwalks through everything.
Oh, he always does that.
Again, he thinks that he's still on, or that he was on the level of Schwarzenegger and The Rock and Stallone and Van Damme's, And yeah,
maybe after this, when I get up tomorrow, I think I may watch Half Past Dead.
What's that, Aaron?
He cheated on his first wife, who's Japanese.
Oh, he cheated on a lot more people than that, I'm sure.
Yeah, he went over to Japan. That's when he decided to do martial arts and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, one of the senseis.
Hold on, guys. We're getting to a good kill right here. This shark is about to gobble this dude. This is a good kill. This is probably the best kill in the movie.
I think I'm watching it right. No, it's not.
Yes,
it is.
Aaron. I've heard kind of what you're talking about because he's a character. He's definitely a character.
You've heard the story.
Yeah, he's
a dick.
He tried to play. He's also tried to play it like he had like CIA connections and stuff too. Like he's really
I've got this connection.
He's hanging out in Moscow, dude. He's hanging out. Come on.
He's hanging out with BFS Putin.
I guess that's one way to say he has CIA connections.
And he tries to make all these bloody stories. There's a YouTube video that pretty much exposes every single lie he's ever said in his life.
Mm-hmm.
And exposes all these affairs on all these wives. And he's pretty much a deadbeat father.
Yeah.
He's like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a character, but that's why I love Seagal. I love that he's such an ego up his own ass sometimes.
Yeah, he's
funny. Even his directed DVD movies are kind of fun to laugh at. I won't lie.
But
there's better ways I can spend my time than watching any of that shit.
So this girl going down the tube is going to go fight the shark. Woohoo!
Yeah.
We're getting hold on, guys. We're getting distracted by Steven Seagal. We have to focus on George 3D. Hold on.
What era was that?
I feel so bad for Michael J. White for going through that shit.
Oh no, the way he's talked about it, he said no, he he wasn't like intimidated or anything. Like he knew how to handle the situation.
Oh, that's a bit of a relief.
Yeah. Well, I don't for 1 second think Seagal would win that fight between Michael J. White. So.
Why isn't Seagal
No,
in
it's not
Expendables movie?
that, but being like Seagal being the biggest star could
Oh
try
yeah,
and
yeah, sure.
destroy his career.
I'm at 125-21. Am I too far behind, or am I right where I'm supposed to be?
Not if you watched it quick.
Yeah, 120. Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
getting
Oh, don't
sleepy though,
worry,
guys.
we're-
Guys, I am getting kind of sleepy though.
Well, don't worry. We're coming up on the moment we've all been waiting for of
No.
the best shark attack of all time. God, this is gonna be,
It's arguably the best special effects ever done.
there's no way you can possibly mean that, Chappie.
I don't even listen.
No,
to
I'm just fucking with you guys.
I don't even know you had to ask.
Jokingly, I know.
This movie
Man, this is
really
a long
sucks.
movie, guys. This is almost like 2 hours
I
long.
forgot how
long
just
it is.
slow and
Like right here, where he's staring down and the shark's bouncing up against the cage. You could have cut this out.
Well, also the director, the director didn't have final cut. It was the producer who had final cut of this, so that's probably why.
Well, he needed to keep cutting. 'Cause,
There's so many scenes in this movie which could have been cut.
this is about an hour. It's about an 85-minute movie. This does not need to be as long as it was. That most of the movie could have been cut out, and it wouldn't
we need
work.
to swap all this human interest crap for like actual shark stuff because that's what we're here
Yeah,
for.
but remember, the human interest is what made the original Jaws great.
This is not the original.
It's not the original Jaws, man.
This is not great. Right?
What made the original Jaws great was the lack of an imitation rubber shark.
You know what we
Really
need to
did
do?
suck a lot in that movie.
We need to make Jaws great again.
Oh, why don't they just do a Jaws sequel, a direct sequel that retcons all the Jaws sequels?
Chappie, the shark died in the first one.
Yeah, but
It's over.
yeah, but say that another shark came alive.
What if it was
That's
pregnant?
what we have now. You just described what we already have.
The next movie, Revenge of the Son of Jaws.
Yeah. Right before
This
it blew
time
up, it gave birth.
And this time it's personal.
Well,
This-
before he blew off, he got a little nookie, and then went off to get
Okay, all
the
right,
boat.
stop.
There you
That's basically a Sharknado
If
type.
they wanted to, if they wanted to be more creative, they would have had
They just make a different movie.
of it.
If they wanted to be more creative, they just make it something else. Make a movie about elves or something. I don't know. You can't.
Or just turn it supernatural, make it come back from the dead. There you go.
Fucking zombie sharks or shit.
Like they should have made like a hammerhead or something.
William, did you guys see the original Jaws movie in theaters?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, that's probably why he was
Zombie Jaws.
That's where you got to go with it.
Did you dare want his refund back?
That
or
looked
no?
pretty good.
Here comes these dolphins.
Did the Dolphins actually come to the rescue?
Yeah, don't they ram them? Yeah, there you go.
Flipper.
They could have killed that shark. That's what would have happened if it was like Lauren Green's.
Yeah, but that's
Natural
this shark
life.
is
Look
like
at
a
this.
shark.
Yeah, see what they did right there? Okay, I don't know if you guys lined up. That one hits him on the gills like that, that's it for that shark. That shark's gonna internally bleed out. A dolphin hitting you that's like a bullet. It's like fucking taking your ribs out.
Like freaking
He's coughing up
sharks
blood right
don't
now.
have-
This is real.
Sharks do not have this form of intelligence. They are dumb
No,
animals.
but the dolphins are like, fuck it, you're just gonna sit there and die. We'll fix this. This for a movie that's about a shark eating people. It is quite boring.
There's so many better stories they could have did.
Yeah, I mean,
Sharks are pretty much leftover prehistoric animals.
Killer
They could do
Dolphins would have been a better movie.
It could do
I
like
didn't know sharks could growl.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't
it could do like a
called what?
Fukushima shark movie.
Well, they can track humans on land and through air too. By the way,
Take the Fukushima accident and you put like a shark in there, a radioactive shark,
Yeah, that'll be good.
and you have to shut the
That could-
plant down, but the shark's guarding it.
that can
There
fly.
you go.
Fucking shark starts flying.
Just
Think you're safe just when you thought it was safe to be on land. Fucking shark just takes
there
you
you
out.
go.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie Deep Blue Sea?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Love it.
one.
Yeah.
That's a really good shark movie.
Timestamp because I think we're about to go under the most laughable.
Yeah, we're at the 1:30:31 here.
Okay,
Hey, did you guys ever see
we're
The
exactly-
Shallows with Blake Lively? That's a good shark movie too.
Yeah, almost every shark movie ever made is better than this one.
I mean, this
Do
one's
people
okay.
really like Deep Blue Sea, or do they just like the part where Samuel Jackson gets
That's pretty
eaten?
much
No.
it. That's all I
No,
like.
no, I love Deep Blue Sea.
I don't remember
man, Deep Blue
enjoying any
Sea's
other part of that movie
iconic.
except that.
I can't remember. The only thing I remember is the shark jumping out of the water, reaching over, grabbing him, slamming him up against the ground, and then eating him. That's it. The rest
Well,
of
and
that
that's
movie.
and
Oh, here we go.
and-
No, it's not here yet. Okay.
And that's
There's a-
people remember that because nobody expected Sam Jackson to get killed.
Yeah, I
He's
know
the big
that was
star in
what
that
made
movie.
it so great.
There we go. Here we go.
And,
Here we go.
and I like
Here it
Here's
comes.
where-
Oh, here it comes.
Here's the
Here-
point where you
here's
knew
the
in
money shot.
1983 that your money had been wasted. Your money
God,
had been
that's so
wasted.
bad.
Your
What the hell
night
is
had
that?
been wasted. This is awful. Imagine wearing 3D glasses. Look at this. Look at this.
you can barely see it.
This is
You can barely
awful.
see it. It's all blue.
We were
Just run out of the
constantly-
room.
Doesn't make me shot.
And they just
It's
freeze
like
us there when the
shot-
glass shatters.
Come here, motherfuckers.
Look at
How
that.
is it that the fins are not moving? Like the
That is
fins
all.
are not-
That's the only question you have about that awful scene.
Show fear, Frank.
That
Show
cardboard-
fear.
That cardboard shark coming through and stopping in
It
mid
doesn't,
swim,
it doesn't make any sense.
and the guy getting eaten right now. That's almost as
It
equally
doesn't make
lame.
Yeah, but it is a good kill right here.
No, it's not.
I mean, it looks cheap, but that does give those what's that fear? That thalassophobia vibes.
It gave us laughter. Nobody was fearing this movie when we saw it. Look at this. Look at the shark, the Play-Doh shark getting stuck in there.
Say Play-Doh.
Yeah,
Oh,
look,
look,
because
look,
that's
it's Simon McCorkindale's.
I mean,
That's the most money.
That's like stop motion at like Rankin Bass.
I didn't know a shark biting us would sound like an apple being bit.
And
Yeah.
Simon McCorkindale's character he should be dead, but he still got a grenade.
Well, the shark didn't like fully swallow him, so that's what he's.
I'm
hanging out
sorry. He's been under the water for half the fucking movie. He's dead. And he's
there.
showing.
They just dangling in the mouth, like the arm out, like
okay.
the grenade.
William Brad, does grenades work underneath water?
Oh yeah, they're grenades. They're mining grenade is what it is, or mining bomb.
Oh, well, we're gonna get another money shot coming up here when they set off this grenade.
Oh, this is pathetic.
Did you just pound on it with his fist?
God, yeah, look at that claymation shark tail flapping there.
Yeah.
And they're not getting far enough away from that concussion. That concussion from that kind of grenade is going to crush them. Because there's no other. Look at that. This is so lame. This is so lame. Ooh, the jaw. Ooh. This is bringing back bad memories, man.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. That was 3D for you. No excuses. 1 year after one of the great 3D movies of the era has come out on Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D. This had no. I'm sorry. This had no. Oh, we did it. Get the fuck out of here with this.
Oh,
And everybody was worried about the Dolphins. Oh, did the Dolphins pick it? I'm like, of course the Dolphins made it. They're the smartest things in the movie. You could actually train the dolphins to kill the shark. Ain't that hard? Because they were looking for the other one. Now we did get a cheer out of this. We did get a cheer out of the one when the other dolphin came through. Everybody thought the dolphin got blown up, and they're like, "Because this is like the most intense part of the movie." Yeah, nobody cared about any of the humans that died. Nobody cared about the shark. Everybody cared about the dolphins because they were like the strongest part of the movie. Yeah, there you go. See, everybody was cheering. They're like, "Yeah." Then we all got up and left. All right.
They call him Flipper.
How underwhelming was the ending of that movie?
It was the entire movie was underwhelming. So, and look at these awful 3D dolphins at the end. Pause your screen on that. It looks like a damn.
Oh
robot.
yeah, that's
It
bad.
looks like Robot Chicken or something, dude. Oh my god, it's a horrible movie. Oh, okay.
Those dolphins thought they were going to be in the blockbuster.
It
Oh,
made
thank
money
God it's
because
over.
everybody went to go see it. In the when it first came out, like the first weekend. That's it. After that, after the movies got a hold of it and Gene Shalit got a hold of it, their movie didn't make no more money.
They couldn't even convince the Dolphins to come back for part 4.
The Dolphins won Razzies. They won Razzies. Those two Dolphins won Razzies. I'm like, why did the Dolphins win Razzies, man? The Dolphins were the best part of the movie. They actually got Razzies for worst supporting actors. I'm like, first of all, they're mammals. They're animals, and it wouldn't come on. But yeah,
That was such an abrupt ending.
That's a form of animal cruelty to give dolphins Razzies.
Exactly.
when I first read that, I'm like, who are Molly and what are we? I'm like, oh, that's the Dolphins. Wow, you guys spared no quarter fucking this movie. They hated that movie so much. They said the caterers getting a Razzie, the people who drove the bus for the actors.
I'm still blown away the fact that someone actually approved that 3D shot of the shark just standing there as he breaks the grass.
Yeah, that person needed to be their last. Well, they make fun. If you read the Wikipedia, they make fun of all that. That person, I think that was because it's embarrassing. There's no reason for that. Listen, when you work within the limits of your technology and things don't work out, okay. Dude, we just watched a movie where Jason found a way to shoot a harpoon into a woman's eye, which is an impossible shot. It's bullshit, but it's still entertaining. You see how that harpoon came out and got her? And granted, they used a blow-up doll, to emulate her, but it was still cool. Jason crushed a guy's skull.
Yes.
His skull, and his eye popped out. The eye didn't pop out and sit there. The eye popped out and kept going, and when it was ready for them to cut away, they cut away. That's how you do it. When you know you're making a 3D movie, I mean...
Yeah, but do you think these people didn't know how to do it?
If they didn't, that's on them. The people were available. You had a way... Dude, how much... Okay, $18 million on this Trek. How much did Friday the 13th cost? I don't even know if there's even a budget, because those movies...
Those movies that cost, they made those for 38 cents a paperclip.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't paying anybody because they were all no. Okay, so 1983. All right. Okay, this is where everybody who worked on Jaws 3 should have been fired. Friday the 13th was made on a $2.2 million budget. Jaws 3 cost $18 million. I need to know where the other 16. What was that all on Louis Gossett? Did he go in there with his Academy Award say, you got to pay me? I don't care how bad this movie is. So, yeah.
This movie made it for me with the growling shark.
Like I said, these sharks are doing
You
shit.
can't see underneath water. Anything. It's like space.
You know what you should have paid for, Chappie? For
What?
Brad to watch White Chicks.
Boy, that would have been better than this.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
That movie, it's I don't know.
Did you see the Minnesota touchdown celebration?
Yeah, they actually choreographed that.
Yeah, they did the white chicks dance.
Yeah, and they showed them. There's a video of them They actually practiced it. They were practicing it at practice. So, it was. They said, hey, we haven't been scoring a lot, so we hadn't had time to do it because they were on. But then they had to touchdown.
People have been trying to cancel Wayne's brothers for doing that movie now.
Yeah, but you can't really, just like Soul Man. Soul Man wouldn't have been able to happen today, but you can't use today's lens to view past comedy because we were so sensitive back then. Shoot, Red Fox would have never got a job. I mean, Eddie Murphy
Oh
would.
God.
Eddie Murphy. Come on, go watch Richard Pryor shit in the early '80s. Why? This is dogging white people. Richard Pryor, all these people are just destroying white people, right? And guess who's in the audience laughing with them? White people. So we just took. I don't know. We just took a joke.
Yeah, and look at Bill Cosby, who was complaining about Eddie Murphy, but wasn't mad about Richard Pryor.
But Eddie Murphy wasn't putting people to sleep. Bill Cosby's lucky to be out and about. Okay, he got off on a technicality. If he hadn't gotten off on a technicality, that motherfucker was going to die in prison.
Mhm.
And he's really old right now, so Bill Cosby's very fortunate.
He's legally blind now.
Yeah. Well, prison. They say, hey, you know what? Can you feel these bars? That's all you need to say there. But yeah, he got lucky because look at P. Diddy or whatever he's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's been in prison.
Yeah.
So you got, like I said, R. Kelly went to jail for some bad stuff. P. Diddy he's going to jail for that kind of stuff, but he's also like racketeering, which means he organized. He's done. And like I said, everybody's going to flip on him. I'm not going to jail for anybody.
Well, he's not done quite yet. Because the innocent until proven.
Here you go. You got a Fourth Amendment. He gets his day in court. But boy, I'd hate to be his defense lawyer. You got
They better televise it.
Any last thoughts on Jaws 3D?
Oh,
It sucks. That's my last thoughts.
Yeah. No, they won't televise that because that's a federal trial. They don't televise federal trials anymore. No,
well,
Trying to
I
think that
went
nothing
through.
happens,
I
Chappie.
went through 36 years not watching this movie right until now.
when's your birthday, Aaron? So we can celebrate. Aaron, when's your birthday so we can celebrate?
The 25th of February.
February?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's because mine is the 25th of February.
Yours is the 5th, isn't it?
Mine is the 5th. Wait, there you go. It's proof positive.
Brad's is the 30th of
I mean,
February.
it's proof positive. I mean, the timing just
Black
lines up
History
so
Month, the shortest month of the year. That's what we get. Damn it! I want 2 more days out of.
I mean, it's like Aaron. It's like it's too much on this. We're getting that DNA test done.
I want baby pictures because you have a baby face. There's no way you must have looked exactly like you did now. Look at her. We gotta post some pictures of her and look at that. You're getting carded forever. You are not getting Fosters.
Oh yeah, I get carded. Don't worry.
I still get carded too, as long as I shaved.
Aaron, you and Aaron are a year apart, and I'm like, there's no way.
Oh, no way.
Either Brad looks much older than he really is, or you look much younger. One of the two. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, hey, that was an absolute complete waste of time. Thank you, Chappie. I can't. I mean, there you go. We did just. Hey, listen. It was. I don't know how much of an upgrade from movie 42. I mean, both of them were dreadful, but hey, I didn't pay to see that movie in the theaters. This is bringing back Jaws 3D. Brought back bad memories.
Yeah, right for me too, because I really forgot how boring it is.
All right, guys. Well, hey, there's really nothing that could really.
Don't worry, we'll do a couple of good movies on the next stream. I promise.
Your good movies, though. You're okay. Your opinion of a good movie. What are we going to be watching? Are we going to be watching what?
No, I got one. It's
Dumb and
called,
Dumber Part 2.
It's called Devil. It's a very underrated.
The M. Night Shyamalan one.
Yeah, that's the one that we should do next.
You want to boredom? No, I can't.
Well, you don't have us watching young
that's the Devil movie. It's called Devil with a high.
Now let's watch. I Saw the Devil. Yeah, Korean serial killer.
No.
You guys non-cultured motherfuckers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's it.
I read at movies.
I need to. I've learned how to read. I've watched so many foreign movies reading subtitles. As long as the subtitles are done right. Some movies are too tiny, but if the subtitles are done right, a lot of times if the movie's done right, though, subtitles are it's a backup for me. But a lot of foreign movies they've done a good job. You can get the gist of the movie without a lot. You get the mannerisms, you get the bases. I mean, some of them are basic. Here's the killer. Here's the killer. Oh, we're gonna fuck while the killer's watching us. Okay, I don't. Oh, the killer's related to you. Oh, it's an ex. We don't. I don't need the subtitle. It's so simple. It's a bam. There you go. So, all right. Well,
All right.
The
I'm
only
gonna go take care of this
subtitle movie I
DNA
ever
test today, Aaron. And it's like, because we're related, you have dual citizenship right away. So yes, you will be able to drop and see the family for Christmas this year. So
have you ever been? Have you left
Yeah,
Australia before? Have you been to other places?
No,
You've never left Australia? Oh,
no,
you-
no.
You think we could do Die Hard on
been
Christmas
around,
Day?
I've been around Australia.
oh yeah. Well, okay, Aaron. The question was, have you ever left Australia? So you
Oh,
being
no.
around Australia would be you staying in Australia. When you gotta come out here to the desert, the actual desert. There's no. It's safer than your desert.
How dare you?
It's safer than your desert. The likelihood,
Isn't
Yeah.
New
you won't
Zealand
get carried off. Yeah.
yeah, but they have a desert in Australia the size of most of the continental United States. So they got our desert beat.
And when I come out there, we're going to the Outback. You first, though. You lead the way.
Hey, do you think we could do Die Hard for Christmas?
Nope.
Violent Night's gonna happen.
Nope.
Okay, but can we do a double
Nope.
feature?
Nope.
Come on, William. Just admit it. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It is not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
William, you're
Why?
going to make me agree with Chappie here on something.
That
Come
would
on,
make Eyes
William,
Wide
why
Shut
is
a
it-
Christmas movie.
Why is it on the Christmas channels and on the Christmas list for best Christmas movie?
I can't listen. People make mistakes with their lives. Can't tell you why people do things. I can't.
And why
explain.
do they have many Christmas references? It takes place in a Christmas party, and there's
So-
Christmas songs.
Can't,
and
okay,
John
hold up.
McClane says "Ho ho ho."
Can I change out any of those elements and it hurts the movie? Yes, every
Yes,
fucking
yeah,
one.
it
I
would hurt the
can
movie.
change
if you
out
changed them.
all those elements.
It would hurt the movie if you changed them. So there you go.
No, it would not.
Absolutely would.
If,
I could
if
replace
there's
the
no
party with
Christmas
something.
party, he doesn't have a reason to show up.
Oh, okay, because we only throw parties for Christmas. Holy shit!
We don't support the parties like that for Christmas. Now with the support couple, dealing with the problems they are, the only thing that's going to bring together is
Not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is. When we watch it, I'm going to tell you. I'm
it
gonna
is
show
the
you all
most try Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah.
Not better than
I
Long
want you to
Kiss
go. I want you guys to go back and watch these streams and realize how much all this has been edited out.
Which by the way, William, do you know the word Christmas? If it has a T, an R, and an A in it, so
All right, guys, have a good night.
All right.